अब बात न्यूज 18 के राइजिंग भारत समिट की। पेट्रोलियम मंत्री हरदीप सिंह पुरी का कहना है कि अगर कच्चे तेल के दाम 60 से $65 के बीच बने रहते हैं तो तेल कंपनियां पेट्रोल डीजल के दाम घटा सकती हैं। न्यूज 18 राइजिंग भारत समिट में हरदीप सिंह पुरी ने एलपीजी सिलेंडर के दाम में बढ़ोतरी की वजह भी बताई।
सर, तेल के दाम गिर रहे हैं, इंटरनेशनल क्रूड, बट आपने एलपीजी के दाम बढ़ा दिए, तेल के दाम बढ़ा दिए। मार्केट्स आर क्रैशिंग बट ऑयल प्राइसेस, एलपीजी प्राइसेस आर राइजिंग। व्हाई सर?
We provide the world's cheapest cooking gas. For an Ujjwala beneficiary, it comes to 5 rupees a day. Okay? And for a non-beneficiary, it comes to 14 rupees a day. For every cylinder that is sold, we incur a loss of 500 rupees per Ujjwala beneficiary. 500 rupees. So there was a context in which it had to be done. We were in a particularly difficult environment. That is the environment in which we were providing 3 meals of dry ration in a day during the lockdown and pandemic. It's still continuing. But today what happened as a result of the 503 rupees Ujjwala cylinder is that the companies which were supplying that, they have incurred a loss, and it's a cumulative loss of something like 41,000 crores. Now, I'm a student of subsidies. Money has to come from somewhere. It doesn't grow on trees, as a former Prime Minister said. So what we've done is something very basic. The price of a cylinder has been raised by 50 rupees only, okay? Which means the cost to a family of 4, which is using those figures, it's marginal. All right? But we have also raised the excise duty on petrol and diesel by 2 rupees. Now, there was a big halla yesterday when they saw the finance ministry notification. We clarified the dam at the petrol retail point will not go up. It will remain the same. What we'll do is we'll collect some resources which will help, because we are committed to those oil companies. When they last time they incurred a loss of 28,000 crores on gas, we compensated them by 22,000 crores. So this is to do that. Now you come to the second part of your question. Oil prices are coming down. Wonderful news. You know something? We spend something like $150 billion a year on oil imports. If the oil price is down 20%, which means we save 30% overall, $30 billion. That is the value of our exports. So it's good news. But all things good, my friend, have to be sustained. If the oil price today is 61.89 yesterday, I don't know what it is as of this morning because I've been in functions like this. Today we are carrying 45 days of reserves. The price in beginning January for oil was $83 a barrel. And if I take the average of the 45 days, it comes to something like $75 a barrel. Now, if the price goes even from 60 to 65 or more, yes, the oil marketing companies will have headroom to bring prices down. But it's a deregulated sector. I can't keep telling them, acha petrol or diesel pe bhi under recovery kar lo or gas pe bhi kar lo. But they are very responsible corporate citizens. They're very good people. They helped us out on gas. We are compensating them. And petrol and diesel, let your red attire of the day signal that if the trend remains like this, yes, they will bring the prices down.
टेलीकॉम और पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र विकास के मंत्री ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया ने कहा कि भारत के पूर्वोत्तर राज्य भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था के विकास के इंजन बन गए हैं। न्यूज 18 राइजिंग भारत समिट में सिंधिया ने कहा कि असम में टाटा ग्रुप का 27,000 करोड़ रुपए का सेमीकंडक्टर निवेश पूर्वोत्तर की क्षमता को दर्शाता है।
And as Minister for the Northeast, is Northeast connecting with the rest of Bharat as it should have over the last many decades, at least in the recent times? Is it happening? Let's start from there.
I believe the Northeast presents a very, very important role that part of our country has to play. If you rewind, Anand, about 500 to 1,000 years ago, all trade from the global south would go through the Northeast prior to going into the Middle East and to Europe. And I think we need to revive those capabilities across our country today. And across infrastructure, if you look at the number of airports, we had 9 airports in the Northeast 10 years ago. 2 states did not even have a single airport, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Today from 9, we have 17 airports in the Northeast. From close to about 10,000 kilometers of national highways, we have 16,000 kilometers of national highways. From a single waterway, we have close to 20 waterways. Railways are going to connect every state capital over the next year, year and a half in the Northeast. So infrastructure is all pervasive across the Northeast, and it's on that foundation that you've today seen companies like the Tata Group set up a semiconductor fab nowhere else in the country but in Assam. 27,000 crore worth of investment, and the amount of direct and indirect positive externalities that will bring to that area is unbelievable in the coming days. लेकिन अगर आप आर्थिक दृष्टिकोण से देखो, भारत 7-7.5% घरेलू उत्पादन दर के आधार पे बढ़ रही है, पर उत्तर पूर्वी के 8 राज्य, उसमें एक भी राज्य मैं कम नहीं करूंगा, 8 के 8 राज्य 12 से 14% घरेलू उत्पादन दर से बढ़ रही हैं। उनकी कैगर 12 से 13% है, भारत की कैगर 6.5 से 7.5% है। तो उत्तर पूर्वी राज्य आज भारत की रेल की इंजन बन चुकी हैं।